going on, YouTube? How you doing? I'm actually kind of hungry. Hold up. Let me order my food on Seamless. Like I'm like not kidding. Like I'm ordering it on Seamless right now. I'm hungry. Sue me. And no, Seamless is not paying me for this endorsement. Anyway, welcome to AskTVK, where you can ask me anything about music, drama, music in general, or life, and everything in between. So today we have Victoriously Human asking a question. Hey Drew, love your stuff. I have a question. Oh, do you? Do you have any tips for moving to New York City for school? What neighborhoods to look in? Can you do a video on it? I can do a video on it. Well, my first tip would be to plan to move way in advance of school ever even starting. If your school starts in September, try to move in end of July, early August, just so you can get acclimated and you can have leeway if certain housing accommodations fall through. The second thing I would suggest is that you contact anyone you know in the city, and I mean anyone. Ask them if they are looking for a roommate, ask them if they know anybody who's looking for a roommate, and ask them if there are any open park benches you can sleep on. No, but for real, taprooting your known network is the most important thing to do at the very first start. Now, there are also resources like Gypsy Housing, which is a Facebook group that is for artists. And we're all artists here, so I feel like I can suggest this to you. There are lots of artists who are subletting their places out. And if you're gonna move here early and you can't find a permanent place, there's nothing wrong with finding a temporary sublet so you can then look around and take your time finding a new apartment as you're already in the city. It's so much easier to find an apartment when you're actually physically here. The next thing I would suggest is to use an app like StreetEasy. You can use it to filter out results for different neighborhoods. So if you're going to a school like Manhattan School of Music, it might be smart to live in a place near 125th Street and Broadway, or somewhere in Harlem, Washington Heights, or Inwood. That way you can only take one of the trains to come down to school, and it's really simple. But above all else, as long as you try to be somewhere that will allow you to be at school within 45 minutes, because train delays can be crazy and traffic can be crazy, that would be of your best interest. Personally, I live in Queens, so my commute's around 37 to 45 minutes if I were trying to get to Juilliard. And it's great. It's less expensive and I have more room and I don't have to worry about all the noise of being in Harlem or Washington Heights. It's fantastic. So it all just depends on what you're looking for. But generally places like Brooklyn and Queens are gonna have cheaper housing. Living in Manhattan can get really expensive, especially if you're living closer to East Side or if you're closer to the financial district or the Upper West Side. Those are all kind of expensive neighborhoods. So it just depends on your price range and things like that. But apps like StreetEasy can really make it very easy for you. Another thing to consider is how much are you going to be bringing to New York? I would advise you try not to bring too much and just like get what you need here, because it can be very difficult getting around in public transportation with a lot of bags and things like that. Just bring the essentials and only the essentials. And your instrument, it counts as an essential, okay? But above all else, don't be afraid to ask. Don't be afraid to Google. Don't be afraid to just really be inquisitive and ask the most questions. If you ask the most questions, you're gonna get the information you need. And information is key, and it's gonna get you the best place to stay possible. Oh, and another thing I wish I'd known, you need to go to the bedbug registry and search for whatever apartment you're looking at. Search for it on the bedbug registry. You don't want to be in a place that has had bedbugs before. Trust me. Anyway, thanks for the question, and thank you for watching. If you have any questions that you want me to answer, go ahead and comment below with the hashtag AskTVK. Tweet at me at ThatViolaKid using the hashtag AskTVK, or DM me on Instagram. Keep the questions coming. I'm getting so many and I'm so excited to keep this series going. If you have anything that you want to know, don't be afraid to ask me. Thank you so much for your questions. I hear you, I see you, and I'm listening. Are you having trouble staying motivated? Maybe my last video can help you out. Here's the deal. The key to being motivated and staying motivated is to find something that gets you going. What is that thing that gets you up about music? What's that thing that like gets you moving?